Story 1 of the Hotel d'Angleterre and Other Stories. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by David Wales. The Hotel d'Angleterre and Other Stories by Lanoe Falconer. Story 1. The Hotel d'Angleterre. The Hotel d'Angleterre is well named, for though it stands on the shores of the Mediterranean, with olive groves and orange gardens all around it, nevertheless it is as truly British territory as a London street or a Devonshire village. The visitors are all English, or foreigners with English tastes, all of good social standing, all orthodox in politics as well as in religion. But in spite, or perhaps even in consequence, of all this, the hotel is apt to be a trifle dull. Such was not the case, however, during that memorable winter when it was enlivened by the bright presence of Miss Belinda Grant, before whom dullness vanished as shade before the sun. Hers was the sparkle of strong vitality. She was never tired or languid or bored or indifferent, but always up to the mark, if not beyond it, and as she was ever ready to employ this overflowing energy in amusing and even directing her fellows, she was generally esteemed and beloved, especially by that large and supine number who like to have everything, even their thinking, done for them. Cole, the proprietor, heartily approved of a guest who, with the charades, dances, picnics, and entertainments of every kind which she organized, kept all the other visitors alert and amused, while her brilliancy and her beauty were the admiration of the whole German-Swiss staff, with two exceptions: the concierge, a little man with keenly observant eyes, which from his post in the hall he had good opportunities of using, and Suzanne, the chambermaid on Belinda's own étage, the third. The concierge said nothing, whilst the others sung the praises of this lovely mise, and Suzanne irreverently spoke of her as a grande gaillarde, and of the pleasant stir she made wherever she went as a vacarme. But then Suzanne was of a moody and even cynical disposition. One day Belinda and her family were late for the meal, which was called either lunch or déjeuner, and served at 12:30. The gong had finished its discordant summons. From the various étages the visitors had come trooping down, all the places save 3 were taken, and the fresh-faced waiters were handing round the first plat, when the Grants entered. First came Mrs. Grant's slender and drooping figure, with her timid and uncertain step. Behind her advanced Belinda, with her usual splendid poise and self-possession. Last of all sauntered in the tired-looking young girl whom every one spoke of as "poor little Joan." "Have you been for a walk, Miss Grant?" asked Mrs. Cole, the placid mother of a large bevy of rosy-faced damsels who sat opposite to the Grants. "No," said Belinda, with her charming smile, "I have not been out this morning. Mamma, dear, you must have some Pilsner. Joan, I insist upon your eating some of this. It is good for your headache. The fact is, Mrs. Cole, I have been busy ever since I got up, telephoning all over the place for 2 south rooms." "And can you not find them, dearest Miss Grant?" cried Miss Tucker, an elderly lady who was the most fervent of all Belinda's admirers. "No, at least not 2 rooms. The hotels are crammed. The rooms have all been engaged weeks ago. But Cole has managed to give me 1 south room and 1 that looks west, both on our own étage, and we must make that do." "You want them for friends, I suppose?" "Yes, for very old friends of mamma's, Sir Walter and Lady Montford." At this last phrase, which Belinda pronounced very distinctly indeed, something like a thrill seemed to pass through her audience. Sir Walter had been heard of before. He belonged to that interesting class, the eligibles, so poorly
Sample complete. Ready to continue?